Hi, gorgeous. Welcome to my podcast. My name is V, and this is what I do now. Many years ago, I didn't think that this is what I was going to be doing with my life. I didn't see this as even an option career-wise to say, okay, I'm going to get into writing, I'm going to get into podcasting, I'm going to get into the media space because I didn't think that that was the thing for me. But the plan that takes place in your life isn't going to be your plan. And at first it can be frustrating, right? Before you get your stuff together, before you get your life together, while you're still finding your footing, seeing where do I belong, where do I fit in, what is my thing, what is my calling, it is very frustrating. And well, in your early 20s, you're like, okay, I'm figuring it out. I've got time, I'm young, I'm vibrant, and the world is my oyster. I can figure it out. And then you hit 25. The age 25 is a wake up call, and I just turned 25 recently. And ooh, the panic. The panic came, the fear, because we grow up and I don't know what it is about society and 25, but there's all these checklists, these things you're supposed to have ticked, these boxes you're supposed to have ticked by 25. And I had that list. In high school, I had a whole list of things that I thought I should have achieved by 25. I, and it's crazy. I thought I was gonna be married by 25. I thought I would have finished my first degree by 25, built a house by 25, owning my own car at 25. I saw myself so settled and so accomplished by 25. And before then, I truly was believing that, okay, it's possible, it's going to happen. And it happens for other people. So why not me? And once you turn 25 and you realize I have not ticked anything on that box, I don't have a house. I am 25. I do not own a house. I don't own a car. I don't own the business. I thought I'd be close to millions at least by now, but I don't have that, right? Like, so does this mean I have failed? Because by society's standards, by 25, I'm supposed to have these things. And if I don't, have I failed? So, yes, being truly honest, I have been feeling pressured and slightly disappointed in myself and like, okay, why don't I have these things by this time? But all that pressure is only external and it's false. It's pressure that you give yourself because life has no formula. Nobody really expects you to be having, sorry, I've got my earpods on. As Nagunzi, just because you're 25 and you don't have these things, your life is over, it's done for. No. Many people's lives have begun after 25, after 30, after 40. People have started companies after 40. People have given birth to children after 40. And in our late 20s, we panic a lot because we're like, oh, I'm so left behind. What is wrong with me? And I have judged myself so harshly because I did not achieve the things that I thought I would have achieved by now. And that is unfair. It is unfair for me to judge myself like that because life has no formula. And the pressure is also coming from you comparing yourself. So you could be there, you could be in your late 20s wondering, okay, why am I not succeeding? Chi 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 chi, you are seeing your mates one day getting married, and especially social media is going to be the death of somebody one day because the pressure, you open Instagram your classmates. Let's just talk about your classmates. People who are the same age as you, people who went to the same school as you. Somebody has gotten married, somebody has given birth, somebody has started a business, somebody has flown to some other country, has got an award, people are doing great things. And then you're looking at all of that, you're comparing yourself to all these people, your classmates, even other people in your country or people around the world. You are seeing these things. Somebody has bought a Bentley, somebody has bought a whatever, and it gets to your head like, okay. And there's even people younger than you who are also achieving these things that you hoped you would have achieved by now, and you don't have them. And then you start stressing yourself. And then you start asking God, why? Why are you not doing this for me? I'm also putting the effort. I'm also working hard. Why am I not reaching my success? And that's where the bitterness begins. I remember being very angry at God in a prayer. I'm like, God, I pray, right? I make an effort to actually pray. I try to do the right things. I try to work hard. I try what I can. But how come there has been so many hardships in my life, and this thing that I've been praying to get, I'm still not having it? And I'm still left behind. You feel so delayed, and it's frustrating. And I know that there's many of us. I'm not the only one who feels like that. I know there's many of us who feel disappointed, or who feel delayed, or who feel let down by God to say, I'm working hard. You sometimes you even feel like you deserve it more. Like, God, I work harder than this person that you're blessing. Why not me? You know? Years and years of hard work, and I'm not seeing the results. Why not me? So, in my frustration, and then I just remembered that God has his own plan. And it's not going to look anything like my plan. He doesn't need to consult me about the time, about the plan. He does not need to consult me. And the sooner you can accept that, the better your life can be, because we are so concerned about getting everything right now, getting the things that we think are for us right now, having life work according to our plan, but you don't realize that you are in your own lane. All right, you're comparing yourself with your mates, you're comparing yourself with your classmates and your teammates. They have achieved so and so and so, but what if there's better for you and it takes a little more time to get there? Why can't you trust God and trust that there is a plan that is more, that is a lot better for you? So, yeah, before getting to this, I didn't expect myself to be getting into media. I didn't expect myself to be a writer or a podcaster. As a matter of fact, I failed my way into this profession. So, I literally failed my way into doing this. But had I not failed, had I not been delayed, I wouldn't have discovered this thing that I have fallen so much in love with. You know, I wouldn't have discovered this thing that I have become so passionate about. Had my plan worked, trust me, I wouldn't have been happy at all. So I had an idea of what was going to make me happy, because that was the version of success that I had seen in media. I had seen all over. I'd heard about in society. Okay, kanauka wana ishi by 25, then you are successful. Then we can celebrate you. Then you will be happy. But your calling could be different. God's plan for you could be different. And your failures could be the thing that is redirecting you from what you think is for you to what is actually meant for you. So the redirection is not an obstacle, the redirection is a blessing. You losing that job, you being heartbroken, you losing that relationship, that could be aligning you to a better relationship that's more more in line with you. You know? Muri kuchemera vanhu vasiri ivo. You're crying over somebody who's not even in God's future for you. God has a better plan for you, and if you can just trust that, and trust that your calling will find you. If you don't know it, just trust that everything that is happening in your life is realigning you to what's specifically meant for you. You know? Because it is frustrating. It is very frustrating. And the more you force it, the more you're like, I must get this. I must do this. I must. Because akuzi riko kwako. And that's the thing about your calling. It's the thing that you are born for, the thing that you are born to do. And the sooner you can accept it, the faster you can become successful. And don't even think about, oh, what if my calling isn't like the cool thing, Like, I plan to do something in the medical field, but I so happen to be gifted in other areas. Chipo chako chinokuvhurira masuwo. So when you are doing the thing that you are called for, there's a specific grace that is on it, right? And so I'm trying hard to not make this all preachy, but well, I was raised in a Christian home, so most of the things I know are going to show that background. But basically, put your effort towards your calling and be authentic with yourself. Some of the plans that we had were plans that our parents had for us. Kuti wakakura uchinzi uchiudzirwa kunzi when they ask you what do you want to be when you grow up, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be an engineer. And yes, there are some people who truly are called to do those things, and that's okay, and they succeed at it. But wewe kana kwakura uchiudzirwa zvekutaura, right? You say I want to be a doctor because you were told to be a doctor, but you, what do you really want to do? What is your calling? What is the thing that God said, this is for you, my child? Chawakanzi namwari ndechakwe wewe ndechipi. It might not be fancy, but that thing, as long as it is your calling, that is the thing that will open doors for you. So you could try so hard in the corporate field, it will fail, it will continue failing until you accept your calling. You find vanhu vane zvipo ane chipo checomedy, somebody who is gifted in comedy, right? At the beginning, trust me, they will look like one of those people who have no future. They're not really doing well. Kubasa, they can't even keep a job. Like, things aren't really, they aren't following the usual blueprint of what a successful person must go through, of what a successful person must be, rather. And then they start doing the comedy, and something about it just shines. That you will see comedians who are making a lot of money, even more than doctors, even more than lawyers. Why? Because that's where their grace is. That is where their gift is. So sometimes you feel frustrated because you're trying to succeed in somebody else's calling while neglecting your own calling. Always be authentic. Always invest your time, your energy into growing your authentic self, into developing your authentic self. Because haushine nechipo cheumwe, unoshana nechako. Your breakthrough will come from you being authentically you. If you are a comedian, right? It might not sound as cool, but look at Anna Kevin Hart. They can pull crowds and they can make them laugh. I saw this, he's a comedian from Zimbabwe, Comic Elder. He recently got a car and a lot of money. I think it was like 500,000 or like 50,000 US dollars or something. And I'm like, ah. Oh. And truly the Bible did mention kuti chipo chako chichaku isa pamberi pemadzimambo, which is true. Your gift is what will open the doors to greater things for you. Your gift is what locates your destiny helpers. Your gift is what locates your blessings, your next opportunities, and all of those things that you desire to have. It will come from your gift. And you will not succeed as long as you're living somebody else's life. Do what you were called for. Gamchira chipo chako, woshandisa chipo chako. Ndo pane raramo yako ipapo. Okay? Because, trust me, you can never beat the original, right? You will always shine brightest when you're being yourself, when you're doing what you're called to do. Zvakanzi kuimba akutse mari, wona vana Japraiser ari kushandisa chipo chake, vanhu vari kuvaka dzimba nezvipo zvavo. People are becoming successful, especially in this day and age. Your gift, no matter what it is, because of social media, you have a chance to be visible throughout. And if you try to do something because somebody else is doing it, it won't work for you because maybe it's their calling. If I don't have the gift to be a singer, no matter how much I try to copy Japraiser, no matter how much I try to copy, I don't know, Holy Teno, or to copy Doechii, to copy Beyonce, I can never be Beyonce. I don't know why I'm shouting, but I cannot be Beyonce because Beyonce is called to do Beyonce shit and I am called to do my own stuff, right? There is a grace upon Beyonce for Beyonce to do what Beyonce does. There is a grace upon Japraiser for Ja to do what Ja does. And there is also a grace upon Vimbai to do what Vimbai does. So when you stick to your calling, your blessing will find you there. Okay? Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Because amweveduka munorasa mari even my businesses because you're trying to copy somebody else's business plan. Okay, so this person has done a chicken business, it's succeeding, or they've done a clothing apparel, it's really succeeding, they're making a lot of money. You think, okay, this really works, let me do that thing. And then you wonder why yours is not working out. No, you're trying to take somebody else's plan. Live out your own plan. The plan. Live out your own plan. The plan that God has for you, live that out. All right? So, because you cannot beat the original. You cannot beat the original. You cannot beat the original. Mugati Japraiser zvainde kunoita great as he is in his field. Mukamuti azoenda kunoita nonzichi anotamba soka saRonaldo azvibude. Kana kuti mukati Ronaldo auye kuzoimba saJapraiser azvibude. Because that's not his field. And yes, there are some people who are multi-talented. And that's good for them. They can try different avenues. But if you know where you are called to, if you know where your talent is, invest directly into that. Your disappointment mostly comes from chasing things that are not meant for you. Your grace is not there. Your blessing is not there. That is why it is not working. This applies even to relationships. You will force a relationship with somebody who is not meant for you. And it won't work because apana the grace for it. Right? And so, yeah, as I've mentioned, I've failed myself into finding out that this is the thing that I like to do. And later on, you realize that, okay, God really did have a better plan. And maybe I should have consulted him a lot earlier to say, okay, God, what is your plan for me? Besides this vision that I have for myself, what is it that you created me for? What is it that you intended when you made me? And then when you discover that thing, you do that thing. You put your energy, your effort, your time into that thing that you're called to do. Because that is the thing that will make you successful. So when you've discovered it, also you need to learn to focus, right? Because there are so many things that distract us. Like this world is so full of distractions. You be focused on the wrong thing. You be focused on many different other things, but try to focus. Tunnel vision. Because both good things and the bad things can be distracting. People clapping for you and people hating on you, both can be distracting, right? You have a vision, you now have a goal, you now know where you're supposed to be going. Focus on it, right? And trust me, the hardships will come. The hardships will come, especially kana uchitanga, because hakuna chipo chisingarwiswe. As you are starting something, getting into something, there is going to be resistance that comes. You are starting your businesses, right? You need to have a bit of resilience to keep going when you hear no's, because you will hear no. Not everybody's going to be willing to help you, right? I had this vision that I want to start my podcast. You are asking for help. Can you please help me invest in this thing? Because you are the only one who sees your vision for you. Nobody else can see where it's going. And some will even think, why don't you be realistic, man? You know, you know. And they will not help you, and it's okay. Accept that. Why are you not helping me? No. You need to build resilience to accept the rejection when it comes, because sometimes you're going to be knocking on those doors, asking for those opportunities, and people are going to say no, and rightfully so. Because if they have the keys to the door, they will say whether yes or no depending on what they feel like. And accept that, but don't stop. You don't stop just because you got a no. No. Next door, keep knocking. Keep trying, keep pushing, keep finding ways to say, okay, Mari, this is what you said that I'm called for. Now we have to work towards this thing and make it happen. Right? Give yourself that motivation, because there won't be anybody supporting you, anybody motivating you. Maybe 5 or 3 people. But if you're expecting to hear a loud applause or to hear so many positive comments and motivation, say, oh, you're doing great, keep going, sometimes you will not hear it, especially in the beginning when nobody's seeing the results. You will not get the motivation, but that's when your inner voice needs to be the loudest. I wake up, Vimba, you're a star. Vimba, you're gonna make it. Nobody does this better than you. This is your calling. This is what God said you will do. This is the thing that will open great doors for you. This is the thing that will set you in the presence of kings. You tell yourself, you become the loudest voice in your head. Even when the haters are now saying, wona zvakaita chiwiki chake. Kana vakutaura kuti idress rudzi rakapfeka iroro. There'll be so many negative comments, but if the voice in your head is louder, you will get there. You will definitely get there. Your inner voice must be the loudest voice in your head, right? And that is what gives you the resilience, because no matter what is happening, you've got yourself. And we are afraid. Sometimes what stops us from moving forward or from chasing our goals and chasing our dreams is fear. Fear to start, fear to be judged, fear to fail. I remember being so scared to fail, being so scared to have people knowing that I've failed. But now I'm beginning to embrace that, okay, I have failed. And once you've accepted that, what else can the next person, how can the next person use that against you now? Yes, I failed. Now what? You're scared to be seen, you're scared to be judged. But your visibility, your exposure is what will give you the opportunities you want. Your exposure is what would put you in the eyes of the people who will help you. Vanokubetsera save us ngakuoni. How do they help you if they don't see you? You know, you have a business, you don't promote it, you don't show it. How will the customers find you? And social media has made it so easy for you to reach the whole world. You just need to post yourself, put yourself out there, post your businesses, post your credentials. If you want to be in the corporate world, you still have to show yourself somehow. Show working. Ratidza kuti ndiwe unozvigona. You know? Show yourself. Don't be scared to be seen. And I've learned this from people who then become celebrities. I remember I was watching Dochi's story. She kept posting in her room, and you don't even wait to be perfect. You know, like, okay, is my hair done? And a Doja Cat, they all started by just posting themselves, being authentic, being exactly who they are. You show yourself, you show up. Don't be afraid to be seen. Don't be afraid to be judged. As a matter of fact, if people can judge you and you can hear about it, take that as constructive criticism to see what can I fix, what needs fixing. Just pick out to see, okay, what is useful information here that can help me become better and what is trash. Because some people will just be hating for the sake of hating, right? But of course, here and there are things that you can pick up and work on. Okay? So don't be afraid to be seen. And I remember I didn't post for a while. I'd already had the idea of doing a podcast, and I stopped posting because I was scared of witchcraft. Ooh, as crazy as that sounds, it is a real thing. So I'm from a place where sometimes you have to hide certain blessings or certain good things about your life because urukutya kuti unoroiwa. You're scared that, you know, people can cast an evil eye on you and they'll take your blessings. But no, that was one of the biggest mistakes I made, believing that a witch had more power over the God that I prayed to. How are you scared that somebody can take your blessing? So you'd rather sit back and hide your gift, hide your blessings, hide your talents, hide the thing that God gave you to share to the world just because somebody else can try to take it? Then what becomes the point of the gift? That's where you find the thing. There's a Bible story about the parable about okay, I'm a bit rusty with my Bible stuff, but there are these three guys, right, who were given gifts, and then another one used them, another one buried them, and they multiplied. The one who had 5 had 10, the one who had 2 had 4, then the one who buried it, it just remained underground. So that was to say, when you bury the thing that is supposed to be multiplied, you get nothing. You get nothing. When you are given a gift, you multiply it, you grow it. Saka uri kutya kuti ungatya muroi. Munhu anonamata Mwari wotya kuti okay, they'll see me and they'll steal it. No. I had to tell myself that I'm going to be so aligned with God and with God's plan and purpose for me that in order to hurt me or in order to destroy me, they would have to destroy God first. Because him and I are like this. So to come after me, come after God. To come after me to destroy what I have, you would have to destroy first the God that moves with me. So when you shift your mindset to that, you stop giving evil power. You stop giving witchcraft power. Because you give them power by believing in them. Once wakutochika kutanga business kana kuposta business rako kana kuposta talent yako because ndozoroewa ndozodididi, then they win because you just now become stagnant. You just sit there, you do nothing, and they win. You help them, so be fearless. When you have discovered the thing that God wants you to do, the thing that you are born to do, be very fearless. Always put your faith above your fear. Which, what is it? What is it that could come that God cannot take me through? Pane simba rinofamba neni, What is it? Is it rejection? Is it criticism? Is it whatever problem it is that can come? Evil has no power over you unless you believe in it. You give them power by giving up. You give them power by believing that they can do anything to you. But how about you choose to believe in the forces that back you? Kuti wakatumwa, wakakomborerwa, unezodzo, unemondoro, there's a force that backs you. How about you believe more in that instead of believing in the negative energies? Okay? So, yeah, spirituality really does play a big role in your success. I always say this, spirituality will always play a big role in your success. There is no successful person that I know of who has really made it, who doesn't have a spiritual allegiance. They could be believing in whatever it is, they believe in something. They believe in a higher power. They believe in a spiritual higher power that guides them, that protects them. Right? Some believe in their ancestors. Okay, I'm walking. And it truly works for them. Some believe whatever it is you believe that God is with you. God is in you. So hopefully that takes away the fear of, okay, how do I make it? How do I get through this? Who will harm me? Who will hurt me? No. Be fearless and be very much relentless. And the troubles will come. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes we think, okay, I found my purpose, I found my passion. Now it's gonna be smooth sailing, now I'm gonna be in the presence of kings. Yes, you are in the right direction, but trouble can come, trouble will come. But that's the part where you say, I'm ready. Whatever comes, I'm ready. I've been expecting you. Okay? You are prepared. You're prepared to fight for what is yours. You're prepared to put more effort. You're prepared for whatever is coming. But okay, whatever comes. This is the thing for me. And I'm going to put my all into this thing. Right? So you be relentless. You don't give up. No, giving up is not even an option. Trust me, I have had situations that have put me to my knees. And I'm like, oh my God, what is going to happen now? You're unemployed, you think that's the end. You're heartbroken, you think that's the end. You're broke, you think that's the end. You have failed, you think that's the end. You have embarrassed your family name, you've embarrassed yourself, you think that's the end. No. You may have lost your physical possessions, you have lost so many things, you even have lost loved ones, and you think that is the end. But no. There is a destiny that has your name on it. And all it needs is for you to be a little more relentless in going after it, for you to focus on it, for you to be patient and trust God to say, if He said that this is the life meant for me, nothing else can say otherwise. Right? So, yeah. Um, Despite not having the things I thought I would have by 25, I do have lessons. And to an extent, that is better. And zangu, yes. Because, yeah, I would have loved to have the house and the car and the husband by 25, but I don't. And however, I am still grateful that my mind has been changed in the way I see things. I'm so grateful that I haven't pivoted to something that is more fulfilling, something that I'm more passionate about, because I know I would not have been happy doing anything else, really. And so, also, it comes with trusting that there's a higher power that knows better than I do. There's a higher power that is working things out. Everything is being aligned. The people I'm going to meet, the things I'm going to go through, everything is serving its purpose. It all has a purpose to serve. And as long as I stay true to myself and I am myself, my destiny will find me. My destiny will locate me. And nobody can take it away from me. Because ngarashandi pama kwangu. And I'm going to shine. Okay? So you tell yourself that don't worry about the time. Don't worry about the age you've turned. Don't worry about the naysayers, who's saying what, you know? Don't worry about the pressure. Don't worry about the person next to you, what they have, what they are doing with their life, and about society. Okay, you've turned 30 and you don't have it. You've turned 40 and you don't have it. You know? It will come in God's timing and you will be so much more satisfied. So I really do hope this helps somebody who feels like time has gone by and they haven't achieved what they hoped they would have achieved. Just know that God is still in control and your destiny will find you no matter what. Hope this helps. Thank you.